They're all stars, obviously. There is the sun and the moon, but they're not out in space. They're within our firmament.
Okay.
So.
Hi again. I'm actually in a dungeon right now. Actually, I don't know if it is a dungeon, but it looks like a dungeon from out here. Anyway, I'm at a castle, but I'm on my way to Kielder. If you don't know what Kielder is, it's one of the best places in the UK to see a meteor shower, which is exactly what we're going to do today and tonight. Hopefully I'm going to get talking to some members of the British public and get their reactions to it, see what they think about it. So let's get on our way. Alright, so we have arrived on the campsite. This is Michael. You might remember him from the Newcastle Nightlife 2021 Christmas video. If you haven't, you should definitely go and check that out. We're just going to get our tents put up now. We've got one each. No top and tail tonight. Right, this is our corner of the field. Nice and quiet. It's got the trees to block the sun in the morning. Perfect. Now just quickly set up the tent. So there's my tent, £12 from Poundland. The only reason I brought this cheap ass tent is because I'm going to be taking it to Ibiza with me next month when I do 24 hours there without any money, so I'm probably going to do some stealth camping. Stay tuned to watch that video in the future. So now all that's left is to just sit back, have a beer and wait for the stars to come out. So it's almost dark now. I've just met one of the fellow campers, Stephen. Are you looking forward to the meteors tonight?
Yep, yeah, absolutely. I've seen them before and different places, never been here, and it just happens to be by chance that I arrived. And we've got a lovely clear sky.
It is, yeah.
Big
expanse
as well from this campsite.
It's the perfect spot, I think. Yeah.
It's big ring of trees and an open space in the middle, so we should be able to see all the way around, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I think the direction that we want to be looking is over there.
Yeah.
To start with, anyway.
Yeah, brilliant.
Then they're probably going to be everywhere, or we hope so.
Yeah.
We're taking nerdy to the next level. Michael's brought a laser pen, which you can probably see hovering. Oh, there it is, making me look like a cyborg. Michael said he knows where the constellations are, and he thought it would be fun to point them out with his laser pen in the night sky. But so far, we can't actually see a beam. Can we see a beam?
A little bit.
No, not
yet.
on camera. No. Maybe when it gets a bit dark. So far, me and Michael have been laid in the middle of this field for about an hour, or close to an hour, and we've seen about 9, maybe 10. It's pretty cool, but when I've had a little walk around and tried to talk to the other people on the campsite, they've been a bit like, oh yeah, well, we didn't know much about it, and they've kind of went to bed. But we're going to have a little walk into the nearby village soon, so we'll see what the people there have to say. Michael's like coming in from the shadows. We're going to head back to go to sleep now because everybody else has went to sleep. We even went down to the village to like the local bar pub thing, and that was already closed. It's only 11:30, but you know, little village like this, everybody probably goes to bed quite early. So there's a fair going on tomorrow. I'm going to go and chat to the people there. I'm sure some of them stayed up last night to see the meteorites, and we'll get chatting to some people from there, hopefully. Guy, he's on the campsite too. This is the next morning. And whereabouts exactly are you from?
Holland. I'm around the tulip bulb area, you know, like The Hague.
Ah, okay, yeah. I mean, I've never been there, but yeah, you seen a couple last night, or just one? Just one.
After he told me that they would come tonight, so
yeah.
But I was here with my wife and my family, so I hadn't really time to look. But it's a special place here.
Yeah,
Was it
the first time you've ever seen one?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you now you mention it. It's always difficult when you've got satellites also moving in the sky.
Yeah.
But this one moved fast.
Yeah,
so
very
I think
fast.
this, I think this was my first meteorite.
Did you make a wish?
Yeah.
Keep it a secret. Right, time to take the tent down. Hopefully it'll go down as easily as it went up. Okay, so that's it. We're off. We're leaving the campsite. We're going to go to a place called Corbridge, which isn't too far away, and we'll hopefully get chatting to some people there. So we're just driving through Stonehofer, leaving the campsite, and we're admiring this beautiful garden that this lady has. But she didn't see the meteorites.
Didn't see them.
You didn't see them.
I'm so upset.
You know they come round every year. You never
And
noticed.
it's always this time of year.
Yeah.
Didn't know.
I thought you'd see them.
On my calendar.
I thought you'd see them all the time, right out here.
We don't.
No.
No, occasionally.
Too many clouds, maybe.
There's some good ones.
Oh, right, okay. But yeah, you got a great garden. So I found the guy, he's called Liam. They're having a little fair here, and Michael's going to ask him a few questions about the meteorites. I know he was just explaining to me the difference between a really small one and a bigger one. That's the size of a golf ball. What's it called? A bolide? Bolide.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I do know they burn different colours depending on what they're made of.
Yeah, chemical element. If they're rich in one chemical element or another, then we'll burn that corresponding colour.
Yeah. So we saw some green ones last night.
Greeny blue colour.
Greeny blue. Yeah.
So they'll be rich in zinc, I think.
Okay. So will all the Persiads all have the same composition?
No, you get a variation, but different, because the Persiads are created by a comet called Swift-Tuttle. Yeah, so each annual shower is from a different comet. Yeah, so different comets will have more elements of one
Throughout the
or
year
another.
on the calendar of different showers?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So, and the Perseid is named because they seem to radiate from the constellation of Perseus. So that's its radial point. So then you have the Aquarids, and you have the Leonids. So each of those showers is from a different constellation. Appears to radiate from a different constellation.
So the Perseid is the biggest of the year?
The Quadratids has up to 120 an hour, but it's a short-lived shower. That's in January.
What would your advice be for if someone wants to try and catch a shooting star? Like, if they want to just look up on like any night and try and see one, what would?
Well, I mean,
just get out in the countryside.
We get them every night. The annual showers are predictable showers. Yeah, so these, like I said, they have a radial point. But we get shooting stars every now. We get 15,000 tonne of debris enters the Earth's atmosphere every year.
Right. So some of the shooting stars are just bits of satellite.
Well, some of it is satellites, but when I say debris, I mean bits of dust, rock.
Ah, okay,
rubber from
right, yeah.
So, but like I say, the ones you see of night time, the little white ones, are usually about the size of a grain of sand, up to about the size of a pea.
Right.
Yeah, but they're travelling really fast, anywhere between sort of 25,000 and 120,000 miles an hour as they enter the Earth's atmosphere, and that causes compression. They compress the air heats up, it then heats up the rock glows, and we get those lovely little shooting stars.
So there you go.
Yeah, but you've just got to look up. Yeah, better if there's no moon, because obviously the moon's a large source of light pollution. get out to a darkened area, you'll see more, because street lights are a lot of light pollution. You're going to block out a lot of the fainter ones.
Perfect.
Going home where lovers roam, long way from home. Welcome to the pleasure I will give you diamonds by the shower. Love your body even when it's
So I've got talking to a guy here, and he's actually part of the Flat Earther community. So I'm just going to ask him. He doesn't want to be on camera, but I'm just going to ask him a couple of things. I just wanted to ask you what the Flat Earthers believe is the meteorites.
Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't really quite know what the flat earthers believe. I just from my understanding and awakeness of the realization that we are living on a flat plane under a firmament described exactly as it says in the book of Genesis, and are not insignificant tiny little creatures in an ever-expanding Big Bang Theory universe, but we are actually perfectly created by the Creator, and obviously we are at the center of the universe. Space is not really something I could probably tell you much about. What I could tell you is that the firmament is approximately 77 miles directly up. It's impossible to breach it.
I know you mentioned about the rockets, the Jeff Bezos rockets. You said they curve round.
Yeah, but it's because years ago in Project Fishbowl they tested this firmament, and they know they can't breach it. Therefore, low orbit is as far as you'll ever get, insofar as space exploration is concerned. But I mean, there are stars, obviously. There is the sun and the moon, but they're not out in space. They're within our firmament.
Okay.
And I'm no scientist, but obviously the asteroid shower that you're following and trying to do some sort of show on is without a doubt it will be a meteor shower of some description, but it is within our system.
Yeah, okay.
It's all within the firmament.
Right.
So what it is, I couldn't tell you, mate. I don't believe there are planets that, the likes of your NASA say we can see this, that and t'other from the space station, which is really just a blue screen somewhere in America.
You said that a lot of it's just to fund, like the NASA fund. It's just
they get something. I think it's in the region of 330 million US dollars off the taxpayer every single day. So it's quite a profitable thing for them to do.
Right. Yeah.
But
and if people wanted to look more into this stuff, Matt Long is the guy.
Matt Long's a great one. Eric Dubé's fantastic as well. Obviously, you'll not get much when you hit these subjects on Google or YouTube. Obviously, they'll take you to sort of debunking observations from obviously the system's perspective, but it's not too difficult if you're interested in finding out about it. Telegram's an excellent source of that. But,
cool.
The Earth is flat.
All right.
And we were created by God. And once you realise that, and you realise you're not absolute bonkers, then life's a lot easier.
I've got one more quick question. Do you feel happier that you have that belief? Do you feel happy because of that?
Well, I think within myself personally, knowing that the Creator is there is a source of comfort for sure.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
I can totally understand that. Brilliant. All right, thank you very much. Thanks.
Take care, mate.
Thanks.
All the best.
So there you go, an astronomer and a flat earther. Clearly they've got opposing views on things. If you want to share what you think, then comment in the doobity-doop. And if you like shooting stars and you've ever seen one, give the video a like. And yeah, subscribe if you want to. Completely up to you. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Ciao.